is Whitney Nicely from Whitney Buys Houses. People ask me all the time, hey, Whit, what is your favorite house to buy? And I gotta say that my favorite house to buy is your mom's house. I love hearing the stories and helping you transition mom to her next phase of life and give her a smooth transition. All right. I'll deal with all of the assets. All you got to do is let Whitney Buys Houses buy your mom's house today. Give me a call at 865-309-4500. And remember, Whitney Buys Houses, especially your mom's house. Hey y'all, this is Whitney Nicely from Whitney Buys Houses. That's a real estate firm in Tennessee, and it's the truth. I'm Whitney Nicely, and I love to buy houses. So today, I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight on what it's like to be a real estate investor right here in East Tennessee. And I'm going to explain how we can work together. So y'all be sure to share this information with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and your Sunday school buddies. I'm ready to buy some houses right now. So y'all give me a call. Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. All right, what kind of houses am I looking for? Well, I'm going to show you today. I'm going to talk you through some of the deals that I've done today. I'm going to, give you some motivation today. And I'm going to let you know that if you want the full unedited version with bonus content that we couldn't put on the radio, go to WhitneyBuysHouses.com and click on the link to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's totally free, and you're going to get a lot more Whitney when you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So go ahead and check it out, WhitneyBuysHouses.com. If you want to get rid of an unwanted property, or maybe something I'm going to say today, you have a friend that suits this, share this information with them and tell them to give me a call. Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. This segment is sponsored by Whitney Buys Houses. And hey, y'all, I'm Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses. You can see every house that we have available on our website, WhitneyBuysHouses.com. We update this website every day, so check it out for the most up-to-date information. Now, speaking of the website, WhitneyBuysHouses.com, if you're interested in selling your house to Whitney Buys Houses, there's a whole section just for sellers. And a frequently asked question tab if you're interested in buying a property from us or being a tenant buyer or being a tenant in one of our apartments. Go check out WhitneyBuysHouses.com and then give us a call this week to set up an appointment. Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500.
So let's talk about the first piece of property that I bought and made money on. All right. First land I bought was December of 12, and then I kind of got a little bee in my bonnet that I wanted to do more and that there must be more opportunity out there for me. So I started looking around in 13 and trying to pay attention, and I'm still trucking at this point. Like, I'm working 80, 90, 100 hours a week, on call all the time, trucking, selling trucks. I did our drug screening, so I was collecting urine specimens and mailing them, and I was doing safety meetings and training guys as surface miners and doing all sorts of DOT and dump truck training at the time. All right, and I saw my mom getting rent checks, some from the family real estate holdings, some from her rental houses, and I decided I wanted some of that. And so, I'm in my 20s, and I was like, you know what? I got a little bit of a savings account, and Mom buys properties on Rutledge Pike. Maybe I could find a little house on Rutledge Pike and buy it and rent it. Mom does it. Must be fine. So I started looking around on Rutledge Pike, and I saw a for sale by owner sign, but I didn't know where it was, and I never stopped and took the time to read the number or call on it. So one day, there was a sign that went up, and the sign said auction. Absolute Auction, and it was my buddy Justin Phillips, putting a sign up for Powell Auction, and it was a house down the street from me, probably 8 houses away from I was, and I saw him put up the sign, so I whipped it in there, and I was like, dude, where's this house? Let's go look at it. And so I went and looked with him, and he had just listed the house for auction, and he was taking pictures of it so that we could start advertising it, and I was still working for his family's auction company at the time. I was still, and I was like, well, good, I'll just come to this auction, I'll work it, and I'll see, what everything's selling for in the neighborhood. Sounds great. And then I was like, wait a second, this house is in my neighborhood. I should buy this house. So then I called my brother and I was like, you know what? Let's be real estate investors. And he was like, hold on, what? I thought you were going to call and want to go to dinner. You want to buy houses? And I was like, yeah. And there's going to be an auction and we need to go buy it. And it's going to be great. And we're going to be rich. And I need some help. Do you have any money? And my brother was like, yeah, okay, let's be real estate investors. How much is this going to cost me? And since I'm the oldest child, he's used to doing whatever I say. He knows he's either going to agree to it and go with it, or he's going to not agree with it and go with it. So he has chosen very smartly to just agree with it and go with it. So I was like, sweet, all right, you're in. We're going to buy this house at auction, and now all we got to do is wait 6 weeks. Well, I don't know how much y'all know about me or my style, but Patience and I, that's funny. So what I did was I decided that maybe we should buy something before the auction. So I got on Craigslist the next day and looked for sale by owner houses, and I found another one that was close to Rutledge Pike. I called them, I set up the appointment, we went and looked at it, and my brother and I was going to drag him along on this adventure whether he wanted to go or not. So we set up the appointment and we got to the house, and when we saw the for sale by owner sign, the FSBO sign, when we saw it from the road as we're going up into the neighborhood where this house is, I was like, I've seen this sign 100 times. I've never paid attention to it. I have never called on it. I've never even thought about going and looking at this house. But now that I found it on Craigslist, well, let's go look at it. So when we got there, the person who was selling the house, it's his wife's grandmother's house. So when the grandmother had passed, she left this lady the house, but this lady has a job and she's not a salesman or whatever, so her husband had it on Craigslist. So it's a lady and her husband that meets us there. She has inherited this house and she just doesn't want it. It doesn't have any updates. It's not the right part of town for them. It's the old family place, and she just wants to sell it and get rid of it and get her money and go. All right, they probably wanted to flip their own kitchen or something. I don't know. I don't remember now. But we shake hands and say hi and, exchange some howdies, and then we walk up to the house, and as they open the door, I swear y'all, it was like a cartoon. I could just see this poof, poof of stale, dusty, dirty blech, air just explode out of the house, because it was hot and summer in East Tennessee, and it's musty and stuff in there, and so it just goes poof, and I get hit in the face with this old house smell. Ugh. But I tried to keep my poker face on him, because I see these people and they don't seem fazed by it at all. They're just like, yeah, come on in. And so they go in, and so I go in, and Tyler goes in, and I look around, and there's still some family stuff there, but for the most part, I'm just seeing thick shag carpet full of dust and mold, and I'm good. All right. At this point, I was like, yeah, I don't really want this house, but we'll go ahead and look through it. So they showed us the kitchen, which needed to be gutted. They showed us it had 4 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. So we looked at that, and I was like, all right, it's not so bad. It's still 4 1.5 bathrooms. That's fine. We could probably buy this. And then the guy who's showing us around, he was like, y'all want to see in the basement? And I was like, nope, I'm good. Don't want to see in the basement. And Tyler was like, yeah, let's go see in the basement. And I was like, okay, but you're going first. So they open the basement door, and there's no lights on down there. So the guy goes, and then Tyler goes, and then this is a good part of the story to tell you that I am scared of heights. I hate steps that don't have the backer, the kick plate on them. So if you just got the step, and there's nothing on the back, I don't like those. I'm also terrified of snakes. Don't like snakes, okay? Mr. No Shoulders and I, never been friends, don't care about him, only good one's a dead one. I don't care what you say or what they eat, don't like them, don't want to deal with it, all right? So, I can see my brother going down these steps, and I know I don't want to go down in this basement. I know I don't want to go down these steps. And sure enough, he turns around and he's like, all right, Whit, I'm at the bottom. And so he shines his phone flashlight up there so that I can come down, and I don't want to look like a jackass. So I'm like, okay. Start down the steps, no backs, second floor, and I'm going, and it's dark. And as I get to the bottom, that's about the same time that the woman's husband, that's showing us around, finds the light switch, and it's one of those creepy ones on the chain in the basement. You know what I'm talking about? You can just hear it in your head, right? As soon as he does that, I step to the last step and see the snake skin.
Yikes! I nearly lost track of time right there. I mean, I could talk about real estate investing forever. But right now, it's time to check in with WOKI and see what's happening around East Tennessee this morning. Woohoo! We're back together, and I'd like to take some time to give you a boost of inspiration or, some motivation going into this week. Now, whether you really want to be a real estate investor or whether you want to have some new marketing ideas for your business or, just a splash of fun today, then I'm here for you. Y'all, I love supporting small businesses, especially across East Tennessee. I was raised in a small business family right here in East Tennessee, and I love to give back to that community. So take the lessons that I'm about to give you and use it in whatever level or whatever area of expertise that you have out there. All right. Take it to your job, take it to your family, take it to your friends, and y'all be the best you that you can be. Also, feel free to go to our YouTube channel and leave me any questions or comments or concerns that you have about this video, this program, or any other program that you've heard me on. We drop this whole video plus a whole bunch of bonus footage that we can't have on the radio every Saturday morning on WhitneyBuysHouses.com. So go check out our website, WhitneyBuysHouses.com. You're going to love the bonus footage. Now, without further ado, let's get started, y'all. Hey, y'all. This is Whitney Nicely from Whitney Buys Houses. Be sure to check out the 865 Investor Show Saturday mornings at 6 o'clock right here on WOKI 98.7. And call Whitney Buys Houses when you're ready to sell an unwanted property fast. 865-309-4500. This segment is sponsored by She Buys It. Hey, y'all. This is Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses, and I want to let you know that you can buy houses too. I have another company called She Buys It, and I love encouraging women to become the Proverbs 31 woman that I think we all want to be. Proverbs 31:16 says, she goes to inspect a field and she buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. And to me, that just means that every Proverbs 31 woman needs to be a real estate investor. All right. You need to be able to go inspect those fields, inspect those houses, inspect those apartments, and make offers. I want you to be able to be confident and then plant generational wealth so that you can, pay off these properties and let your kids and grandkids collect the rent from it. All right. But I also want to tell you that I do love helping gentlemen do deals too. It's just, commonly misunderstood because if you listen to this show, if you listen to my YouTube videos, if you follow me on Facebook, most of the time I'm working with women, but I do like to help men also. You just got to know that everything in my world is bright pink. So if you can handle all the pink around here, then I'm happy to help you too. I believe that if you want to be in real estate, there's a place for everybody. All right. Sometimes you're going to be the tenant. Sometimes you're going to be the private money lender. Sometimes you're the deal finder. And sometimes you're going to be the seller. whatever you're interested in regarding real estate investing, you can make it happen. And I'm happy to help you. So if you're ready to start your real estate investing portfolio, if you're ready to get your starter portfolio going, if you're ready to do your first deal and get it done fast, I'm here to help you. If you want to start planting that legacy of generational wealth, then I'm here to help you. Go to fddfyes.com, where I've got a free webinar where I will show you my top 3 secrets for real estate investing success today. That's fddfyes.com, as in first deal done fast, yes.com, fddfyes.com. And there's a free webinar. It plays all the time. You can check it out right now. Just drop your email address in, and this is going to be a webinar where I'm going to show you my top 3 real estate investing secrets so you can become a successful real estate investor today. All right, now back to our featured motivational video, motivational thing.
So I faxed him the contract, got it signed. Anyway, about 3 or 4 weeks later, we're at closing. Tyler and I scraped up $25,000 between the two of us, and we bought this house. And the best part of this so far is that we still don't have a clue. Like, we've never flipped a house. We've never done anything with the house. We don't know what this is going to cost. Like, we're just really excited that we're going to be buying a house and we're going to be real estate investors. I mean, Mom does this all the time, and all she does is, pretty it up a little bit, stick a renter in there, and she gets her money back, right? How difficult could it be? So we get to closing, and we sign the paperwork, exchange the money, everything's good, done, whatever. And I go to shake this guy's hand, and I'm like, whatever, congratulations. And he was like, man, I am so glad you bought this house because nobody else in town offered us nearly as much money as you did. I'm sorry, what? You could have told me that before I gave you too much money for the house. And he was like, and I said, oh, I'll be fine. It's good. Yeah, we got a plan. We had no plan. We had no idea what we were doing. I was pretty sure $25,000 for a house was a really stinking good deal. Turns out it wasn't such a good deal. And we couldn't just rent it because it didn't have a heat and air unit. It had an old potbelly stove, in the basement, which I would have seen if I'd stayed in the basement, but I didn't because I was scared of the snake skin. They didn't ever see a snake, they just saw the snake skin. So the heat source was out of a potbelly stove in the basement, which is not up to code. There was no air conditioning unit, and I don't know about you, but who wants to rent a house that doesn't have air conditioning? I didn't realize how expensive it was to put an air conditioner unit in a house, or how expensive it was to run the ductwork to put an air conditioning unit in a house. Also, because I didn't walk around the back of the house, I would have maybe noticed that there wasn't an air conditioning unit, and I would have also maybe noticed that there was a huge crack in the foundation. You could see outside from the inside. And so when I started talking to contractors about, painting or doing the flooring or doing whatever, they all kept telling me I needed to fix that crack first. I didn't want to fix the crack. I didn't think it was a big deal. Everything was fine. Well, then Tyler had a buddy who was studying structural engineering, and he just came out and looked at it, and he was like, yeah, the house is falling down this mountain. You're going to have to fix that crack. So that was a $10,000 lesson. We ended up jacking the house up, taking the whole foundation off of 3 sides of it completely out, putting new footers in, and rebuilding the basement walls on 3 sides of the house. It cost us $10,000 that I was not planning on spending. And this is also around the same time that the auction is about to happen. Remember, I started this with an auction. And in the middle of waiting on this auction to happen, I bought a house that needed to be completely redone. And I pretty much spent my entire life savings on that first house. So now that I've closed on the Burns Road house, I found out that I had to put an air conditioner unit in it and re-plumb the whole thing. I found out that the foundation is bad on it and it's going to cost us $10,000 to redo the foundation. And then I found out that the plumbing was cast iron pipes from the road to all of the plumbing fixtures. And I was going to have to re-plumb the whole house. Next on the list, my electrician went over. Or I should say, an electrician went over, because he wasn't mine yet, to talk about, putting some new lights up and doing some stuff. And he was like, this house won't pass codes. The electricity has been off on this house for like 10 years, and it's still got the old fuses, like the dial fuses, not the breaker boxes. It's going to cost like $8,000 to rewire this whole house and get it up to code so you can even get power on. Okay, so you're telling me I just spent $25,000 and now it's going to cost me $10,000 to do the foundation. It's going to cost me $8,000 to get it rewired. It's going to cost me $8,000 to get it replumbed. And it's going to cost me about $8,000 to get a unit and all the ductwork inside of it. Holy crap, what have I done? So I was a little discouraged the week going into the auction. But that didn't stop me. All right. I still, thought that, maybe somehow I'll deal with that house in a minute. What I need to do is buy this other house at the auction. And at this point, Tyler and I probably had another $25,000 that we could use before we were completely out of money. So we had a choice. Do we put $25,000 into the house that we've already bought and do 2 of the projects that need to be done? Or do we take that $25,000 and buy another house? What would you do? If you had $25,000 left between 2 people, would you fix what you've already bought? Or would you go buy something else? Because we went and bought something else. Maybe we're not very smart, but maybe we're more stubborn than we are smart. Because we went to the auction and I told Mom, I said, worst case scenario, I have to work this auction so I can't bid on it, but I want you to go up to $30,000 on it. And she was like, you only have 25. And I was like, just go to 30. All right. So the auctioneer's there, I'm working the ring and, trying to get bids, and everybody knows that I'm there and I want to buy the house, but I can't bid on it. My mom's there, she's a buyer, she can bid on it. So my mom bids up to $30,000, and the guy that I was working with hit again for $31,000. And Mom, all on her own, goes and hits again at $32,000, and my guy quit. So we ended up getting that house for $32,000, and we had 30 days to come up with $7,000, which, I guess I sold a whole bunch of trucks, and we ate peanut butter and jelly and didn't go out for 3 or 4 weeks, and somehow together we brought in another $7,000 and closed on that house. So that's how I got my first 2 houses. Before I knew anything about creative financing, before I knew what a flipping formula was, before I knew really even how to bid at auction, before I knew what an exit strategy was, before I knew how to do research, before I knew how to write a contract, I just went out and started buying houses. No clue. And that house, the second house that we bought, we had to put a tub in it because it had a clawfoot tub, so we had to put a shower surround in it. We probably spent another $1,000, and then we rented it. We closed in early October, and on November the 1st, Tyler's birthday, I rented it. And we got $800 a month and $800 security deposit. So the money that we spent to redo the bathroom, we had back in our pocket. But that November, later in November, after I rented that house, that's when I went to my first lease option class and found out about lease options. I did 2 deals. I did 2 house deals before I had a plan. before I knew what was going on. So we ended up renting that house for about $800 until the next May. And by that point, I really gotten into lease options. And so I'll tell you more about the rest of that house later.
Yikes! I nearly lost track of time. I could literally talk about real estate investing forever. But now it's time to check in with WOKI and see what's happening around East Tennessee today. This segment is sponsored by Whitney Buys Houses. Hey y'all, it's Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses. If you're interested in selling your unwanted East Tennessee land, house, apartment complex, or gas station to Whitney Buys Houses, then there's a whole section for sellers on our website, WhitneyBuysHouses.com. Give WhitneyBuysHouses.com a call to set up an appointment this week. Remember, Whitney Buys Houses all over East Tennessee. 865-309-4500. Hey y'all, this is Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. I had a fantastic time, and I want to let you know that if you're just tuning in, you missed a lot. But you can catch it all up. Go to WhitneyBuysHouses.com and click on the button to check out our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And we put bonus footage on the YouTube channel, so make sure you check it out every Saturday. I also want to let you know that I haven't always been the real estate nerd that I am today. I haven't always been the principal broker of Whitney Buys Houses. I haven't always been into creative financing and fixing and flipping and all the things that I love so much today. I want to tell you, when I started investing, I did everything wrong. I spent cash. I thought I needed credit. I thought I needed bank financing. I thought I had to wait 115 years to get my money back. Like, I made so many mistakes in the beginning, mostly because I was trying to invest and not like get my money. I was willing to wait on a payday later, and I was only able to work with 1 or 2 or 3 people a year. In 2014, it all changed though. I learned about creative financing. I learned about how to take over people's payments. I learned about owner financing. I learned about, sections of East Tennessee that needed people to come in and make low offers and fix and flip the properties. I mean, everything changed in 2014. I'll never forget doing my first deal out on my own. And y'all, seriously, I've been taking over people's payments on unwanted houses since 2014. My first deal was out in Dandridge, Tennessee. I've got houses in Fountain City. I've looked at deals in West Hills. I love East Tennessee. I got a triplex up in Morristown. All right. I've been offering owner financing, people that inherit houses and they just want monthly money. I've been making those deals since 2014. I've also been making low cash offers on properties. And, there's lots of people around town. You see their signs at every red light that says, I buy houses, cash offer, close quickly. I am one of those people, but my signs always say Whitney Buys Houses. That way, when you call the office, we'll say Whitney Buys Houses on the phone. And when we show up, Whitney Buys Houses, Whitney, more than likely, will be there, or it'll be one of the ladies in the office and she'll have on a Whitney Buys Houses shirt. Sometimes the people with those signs out on the road don't even live in East Tennessee. Y'all, I love East Tennessee. I love the people of East Tennessee, and I have a passion for helping them with their real estate problems. I want you to know, I had a great time hanging out with you this morning, and I hope you'll hang out with me again next week. I hope You'll tell more people to come hang out with us, or you'll get our website, whitneybuys.houses.com, and you'll send that to a friend of yours who needs help. All right. Maybe the listing is expired, or maybe they're struggling to make their mortgage payment, or maybe they've inherited a property, or maybe their mom is in a transition of life. Like, let your friends know that I'm here. Let your family know that I'm here. Help me share the word that there's more to real estate than just signing 18,000 different pages of a contract that really just benefits your listing agent. And you don't have to suffer through seeing 42 people stomp through your living room on a Sunday afternoon. Like, we don't have to do real estate that way anymore, y'all. We don't. All right. My team and I, we're not like regular realtors, and we're not like your typical real estate investors. All right. What we do is different. We're going to team together with our sellers, with the people that have real estate problems. We're going to listen to their actual stories and what's going on, and then we're going to work together to solve those problems quickly. Every time we go out to look at a property, we're going to make 3 offers. All right. And we can even make these offers over the phone. If you want to call Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. We're happy to make offers over the phone as well. And, we'd love to drive out and meet you at the property and make the offers there, as long as it's not listed. All right. I've got 3 rules. I don't want to deal or look or talk about a house that's listed with another agent. All right. I'm sure they're doing a great job for you. Let me know if and when that contract expires. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not dealing with anybody that has a property listed with another agent. Okay. Rule 2, I don't like the F word. All right. If you're behind on payments, if you're facing foreclosure, or you're in pre-foreclosure, or you're starting the short sale process, I can't help you. All right. But if you think that next month you can't make the payment, I can help you. All right. But the F word is foreclosure, and I don't deal with the F word. If you're behind on payments, I probably can't help you. And the third rule, I like empty properties. All right. So if you're living there, but you could leave, call me. If you got a tenant there, but their lease is expired, or they're not paying, and you're looking for a good reason to kick them out, call me. All right. I don't want anybody but the dust bunnies living in that property. I move fast. I talk fast. I write fast offers. I do fast deals. And I just can't wait on somebody to move out of the house. So if you got an empty house, I'm your girl. If you're current or paid off on that property, I'm your girl. If you haven't talked to any other real estate agents, I'm your girl. Call Whitney Buys Houses. All right. I'll let you know that the deals we close at Whitney Buys Houses, sometimes we can do the deal in 7 days. Sometimes it takes us 14. Lots of times we're 90 days from making your first payment. It all just depends on which of the 3 offers our seller chooses. All right. Worst case scenario, yes, we're licensed real estate agents, and we will list the property, and we'll handle all the craziness that follows together. All right. So fine. I'll list a property. One of the ladies in the office will probably end up listing that property. If you want it listed, all right, I'm game. I'll help you. Whatever it's going to take, I'll help you. Please, though, let all your friends and family know. Let all of your, landlording friends know. Let all of your coworkers know. Let everybody in your Sunday school class know that you, or they, if you're asking for a friend, y'all don't have to be stuck with tenants and toilets and troubles anymore. All right. Call Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. I also want you to know that y'all don't have to fight with the bookkeepers and keep up with the receipts and do the fixing and flipping. And you don't have to be embarrassed if you ran out of money on a fix and flip. You don't have to sit for hours at the attorney's office trying to understand stuff that's practically Greek. All right. And you don't have to fight with your property managers anymore. You don't have to pay them anymore. Call Whitney Buys Houses. Please, y'all. I can help you solve so many real estate problems. Give me a call, 865-309-4500. I also want you to know that if you're helping your mom and she's transitioning to a senior care community, or she's going to move into your basement, or she's going to travel around in an RV and she just needs to get rid of her property, you don't have to fight with your siblings. You don't have to fight with your mom. You don't have to suffer on a wait list somewhere just waiting on the house to sell. All right, I don't want anybody's moms to suffer. I love helping women, and whether I'm helping you do your own deals or I'm helping your mom live her best life, y'all please call me. All right, I don't want anybody to suffer waiting on a property to sell, and I don't want you to see that all your profits basically go up in smokes, or they get gobbled up watching a fix and flip happen when you didn't want to be a fix and flipper. I don't want you working your tail off just to satisfy an inspector or get the appraisal up another $1,000. Like, y'all, please call Whitney Buys Houses and let us buy your mom's house this week. All right. We love your mom's house just the way it is. If it's got stuff in it, we will buy it just like that. You don't have to empty it out. We will take care of it. Get the goods, whatever you want, and we'll take care of the rest. We want you and your mom to live your best life ever. Your dad too. If your dad's here and he's got a house he wants to get rid of, we're happy to help whoever you have in your life get rid of a real estate problem today. And we'll take it the way it is. You don't have to do anything to it, and you don't have to be embarrassed because of the way it looks. We've seen it all. Okay. I want you to remember it the way it was. I don't want you to get burnt out, stressed out, or frustrated over a real estate problem. Please call Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. Set up an appointment for one of our certified home buyers to come out to your property, your mom's property. It's just got to be a property that you or somebody owns. Don't call me to look at your neighbor's property because it's junk. All right. It's got to be something that you own. But y'all, please give me a call. Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. That's what I got for you today. I hope you had a great time with me. Y'all, please share this message, share this video if you find it on YouTube, share with everybody around East Tennessee. Let them know that they don't have to go through the regular real estate roller coaster. I'd love to come in and buy their house this week. Remember, Whitney Buys Houses all over East Tennessee. 865-309-4500. Y'all, thanks so much for listening. This is the 865 Investor Show with Whitney Nicely. I had a fantastic time. Y'all don't forget to tune in next week for another batch of fun. Hey y'all, this is Whitney Nicely with Whitney Buys Houses. I got to tell you that Whitney Buys Houses loves to take over mortgage payments or make money appear out of thin air on owner financing deals. As you heard today, I love real estate investing, but mostly I really love and I have a passion for helping people in East Tennessee with real estate problems. There's three types of people that I really love to work with: tired landlords, accidental landlords, and people trying to sell mom's house. All right, let's talk about tired landlords. These are the people that call me and say, Whitney, I just want out of the game. I want passive income, but I don't want the toilets and the tenants and the troubles. And I say, okay, I'm in. Or these tired landlords call and they say, Whitney, I'm really ready to roll my portfolio into bigger deals. Can you take over these properties so I can focus on other things in life? Yes, I can totally do that. And I love to help accidental landlords. So let me tell you a little bit of a story. Now, accidental landlords are like my mom. See, when she first bought her first property, it was great. And our family lived there. But as our family grew, we needed more space. So my parents bought a bigger house, but they didn't sell the old house. They rented it. All right. They didn't buy that first house as an investment. They accidentally became landlords later. And y'all, lots of people do that. But with life and work and, raising kids and, taking care of older parents, sometimes a tenant moving out unexpectedly is just the last straw. They just cannot take anymore. You know what I mean? These accidental landlords have so much going on that they just can't go over there and clean it out. They don't want to deal with sinking $5,000 to $15,000 into the property and then renting it out and not getting their money back fast. Heck, they don't even want to put a sign in the yard and take applications for new tenants. All right. A lot of times these accidental landlords just end up letting the house sit and, get kind of weird. They just stroke a check every month for the mortgage payment, month after month after month, until one day they find me and they hear about Whitney Buys Houses. That's when we get to come in and start making the payments for them. It usually takes us about 3 months to start making the payment. Sometimes we can do it sooner. But y'all, once these accidental landlords can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that 3-month tunnel, they instantly lose 5 pounds of stress and worry. Their marriage gets better. They become a better parent. All of this responsibility was really weighing them down. But when I come in, when Whitney Buys Houses comes in and we take the problem away, it's a total win-win for both of us. Now, I mentioned those accidental landlords are often taking care of older parents, right? The third type of person I help, and this isn't always the case, but I usually help the oldest daughter, the oldest sibling, the oldest sister, whoever is in charge of mom's health and entertainment in her older, elder, wiser years. And I just say that because it usually falls to the oldest daughter to make sure that mom is looked after. And that means dealing with mom's house. So what do you do when you don't have time to clean out the contents, list it with a regular agent? I also have to tell y'all that I'm the broker for Whitney Buys Houses, but I don't work like regular brokers. I don't want to list your house. I want to buy it. Okay. I'd love to buy your mom's house. But anyway, these women usually that are trying to take care of mom, they don't have time to clean out mom's house, list it with a regular agent, renegotiate, wait on inspections and appraisals. Y'all, this could take 30 to 45 to 90 days sometimes. You need cash fast for mom's house so she can transition into her new life, at the senior care community or move into your basement. I'm there for you as a listening ear and a massive real estate problem solver. I want you to take the best goodies and knickknacks from mom's house, and I'll deal with the rest. The ladies and I at Whitney Buys Houses, we can make 3 to 4 offers on the property as soon as we see it. And sometimes we can make those 3 to 4 offers over the phone without seeing the property. Then we can close the deal in, 7 to 14 to maybe 21 days. It all just depends on how the title work's situated. If you've got a good, clean title, we've closed deals in less than 48 hours before. Whatever you're going through in real estate, whether you're a professional landlord or you're an accidental landlord, or you're a stressed out human just doing the best that you can, call Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. We're here to help you live your best life now, and we'll deal with the real estate. All right. Well, that's it from me this week. Just kidding. I actually have a whole lot more that I could talk about. I'm sure that surprises you, right? Well, be sure to tune in next week, 6 a.m. Saturday mornings on WOKI, the 98.7. Or if you want more Whitney in your life, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to WhitneyBuysHouses.com and click on the button to find out how you can watch more videos and get the extended version of today's show. Go to WhitneyBuysHouses.com. Remember, if you're dealing with tenants and toilets and troubles, I'll buy that property. If you're an accidental landlord and you don't want to deal with this stuff anymore, call Whitney Buys Houses, 865-309-4500. If you or maybe one of your friends is looking for a fast solution for your mom's house, call me. I love to buy mom's houses. I love to hear the stories, and I'll take care of all the stuff so you can take care of mom. Whitney buys houses all over East Tennessee. Y'all give me a call, 865-309-4500. See you next week. Hey, y'all ready for some bonus content? Yay! We can't show this on the radio because it's a video. So check out this property tour coming up right now. Hey y'all, this is Whitney Nicely from Whitney Buys Houses, and we're here at 1005 Cedarwood Street, and I want to give you a tour. Come on in. Okay, so come on in here. As you can see, we've got these original hardwood floors. Original, and they are in, pretty original condition. Fireplace has had a little bit of a DIY project going on it, but you're welcome to fix it and flop it and flip it and do whatever you want to with it. We have this house as a rent to own. Again, we're on 1005 Cedarwood Street. We are asking $800 a month for the rent to own, and that depends on how much you can put down. This is the kitchen, nice big galley-sized kitchen. This could be the third bedroom, but I'm thinking this should be the washer and dryer room. Make this thing into like a utility room, but technically you don't have to. You could use it as a third bedroom because it has a closet. It also has the back door to it, so whoever you let have this third bedroom, you want to make sure that they are responsible enough to have inside-outside access. You know what I mean? So, nice huge backyard. We got a ½ acre right here. I think it's the biggest acre, or the biggest lot in this, settlement situation, subdivision thing. Hey! So now this is the second bedroom, and we've got the carpets tore up, and that's where we found the hardwood floors, but you can see that part of these hardwood floors have been refinished, and part are still very original and rough. And then it's a shared closet because that used to be a thing. I don't know why, but it did. We got a bathroom, full bath here, and we put that tub shower combination in 2014. Vanity is new, toilet is new, and there's me. Hey! This door goes down to the basement. It's just a dirt floor basement. There's nothing impressive down there. There are washer and dryer hookups down there though, if you did use that other bedroom as a bedroom. Now this is the first bedroom. I guess this is the main bedroom. This is the front bedroom. Shared closet again, because in old houses that was a thing. So this has a little bit of closet space right here in the front door, and I will tell you there's a hump in the floor right here because it's an old house, and this is how they got it to settle and got it to stay put. So there is a hump on the floor right there when you come in. Be expecting that, but it's fine, it's solid, it's steady, and this house has been around a lot longer than I've been alive, probably longer than you've been alive. So old houses have things, and the hump in the floor is just right here in the center of the house so that it's keeping it nice and level. All right, let's go back out front. Oh, I also want to mention this house doesn't smell bad. Some of my houses smell bad. This one doesn't. Again, there's that side yard. It is fenced in. You're welcome to bring doggies. I love doggies. And nice big driveway here. Let's see, also straight down, I didn't mention, but there is a detached garage. Okay, detached garage out there. 1005 Cedarwood Street. Okay, so this is 1005 Cedarwood Street. We are asking $79,900 for the purchase price on it, and that depends on how much you put down. If you want to do the rent to own, we're thinking about $800 a month, but again, depends on how much your non-refundable option fee is.
There's more information on whitneybuysHouses.com, or you can call the office 865-309-4500. Bye, y'all. Oh, I probably should mention that I do own this house. I'm the owner agent for Whitney Buys Houses. 865-309-4500.